Yesterday, I came back from India. I am still a little tired, but because there are important days, I thought I have to remember the Vaishnavas. It is a must. Yesterday was Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj's Disappearance Day. Today is the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Gosai Maharaj, and also Disappearance day of our Srila Bhakti Bhusan Bhagavat Gosai Maharaj. They are all pure devotees, so it is necessary to hear their glories, to speak their glories, to remember them and their life, exemplary life, their teachings, and have to follow. Then we can get their grace. They are always merciful, Vaishnavas, unlimitedly merciful. There is no limit to their mercy, because they are transcendental divine personalities. And especially on these days when they appear or disappear from this world, they are even more merciful. So our Gurudev told we should not miss this opportunity on these days to serve them and receive their blessings, which is necessary for us to come out from Maya and to get fulfillment of our life, that is service of Krishna. Narottam Thakur, he sang in that song, Ihare Korea Jai, or Mayar Korea Jai, Charanona Jai, Sadhu Kripa Bina ar nahi ko upai. To cross over Maya, to win over Maya, there is no any other way. Sadhu Kripa Bina ar nahi ko upai. No means other than the grace of Sadhu. And we have to get that grace of Sadhu by serving them. So just I will a little open the book of Srila Bodhayan Goswami Maharaj. Yesterday was disappearance of Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. Now when I was in Calcutta, I entered into Bhajan Kutir of our Gurudev, and I saw him there because our Gurudev is keeping his photo in his Bhajan Kutir, and I saw it written there in Bengali. Mahamantra is on top, and then name and written Nam Siddha, one who is perfected in name. Our Gurudev used to, when he became already Acharya, then he was traveling, then Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj used to accompany our Gurudev in those preaching programs, as he did before with our Parang Gurudev. You will find in Parang Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir in Calcutta, on many photos in Nagar Sankirtan, you will see Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj walking there. He was always coming for these programs, and then later with our Gurudev, and our Gurudev used to stay with him in the room. And he told me that Babaji Maharaj was always chanting Harinam, whole day, whole night. And Kirtan doing, playing Mridanga, all the time engaged. And I heard from Gurudev, he was doing sincerely, from the core of heart, sincere soul. So Gurudev is keeping his photo in his Bhajan Kutir in Calcutta, and I heard that when he used to begin to chant on Japamala, he used to like bow down to Krishna Das Babaji, pray for his grace, and then Gurudev would do Japamala. Babaji Maharaj was chanting 3 lakhs Harinam daily and also doing Kirtan with Mridanga. So he joined Prabhupada. Where? In Ultadanga Road. I sent that video. First the Gaudiya Math, rented place. Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj also joined there. And he was always chanting Harinam. Then some other devotees, they complained to Prabhupada. He's not doing any other service, only chanting whole day and night. Then Prabhupada said, okay, you may also do. You need not do any service, only you have to chant whole day and night like he's doing, and I will provide prasad for you, everything. So you don't worry, you do. Then they tried, but after two days, 3 days, they saw they are unable to do that. Then they understood, oh, we are not able to do that. That is why for us this arrangement is made. But for him, another arrangement, because he can do that. So then they understood. Prabhupada always gave perfect teaching to everyone to realize some point, not only theoretically but practically to realize themselves. So he was all the time chanting, and after the disappearance of Prabhupada, he in transcendental meditation, in samadhi, took sannyas from Prabhupada. Not sannyas, this Babaji Besh. Not physically like as others, they will take sannyas from that person. He took in transcendental meditation from Prabhupada, and he became known as Krishna Das Babaji. You will hear in ISKCON, they will say Akinchan Krishna Das Babaji, because Sai Maharaj used to say that Babaji Maharaj is Akinchan. He has no possessions of this world. Yesterday also I explained Akinchan means also one who has no desires, Akinchan. Another meaning is Akinchan, one who desires A. In Om, A means Vishnu. So one who desires only Supreme Lord, his service, he is Akinchan. So Sai Maharaj used to tell, for him he is Akinchan, and his only business is to chant Hare Krishna. And they were great friends. Although Babaji Maharaj was fully Bhajananandi style, only doing bhajan all the time. And Sai Maharaj was fully Goshtanandi, preacher, and increasing congregation of devotees, totally different mood, but both are fully dedicated to Supreme Lord. That is why they could appreciate each other. This is important. Devotion, not externally what seems like he opened so many temples. He did not open even one temple, so he's useless. No, it is not like that. Everyone is doing their service as per Krishna's desire. It is same as Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya was Brahmin, and he was always speaking Harikatha and teaching other people and taking them, bringing them to devotional line. And Haridas Thakur was always doing bhajan. But when they met, they immediately recognized each other as a pure devotee. So they had mutual appreciation, although their style of practice and preaching was totally different. But ultimate target is same. So, like that, Babaji Maharaj was chanting all the time and visiting different Gauriya mats, and all were very happy with him whenever he came. He was doing kirtan, and even he did kirtan when our Parangurudev was disappearing from Calcutta mat, when playing the pastime of illness. That time, Babaji Maharaj used to chant whole night with Mridanga Kirtan there in library hour in Calcutta for the sake of Param Gurudev. And then also on Disappearance, first that Viraha Sabha, that meeting in separation after Param Gurudev's disappearance, he also sang that song, Eibara Karuna Karo, Vaishnava Gosai, for our Param Gurudev. And he was never criticizing anyone. And whoever asked him any question, he would only reply Hare Krishna. Because he had that realization that Hare Krishna is everything. They are Radha Krishna, they are not different from Radha Krishna, so everything is Radha Krishna, everything is there inside. If you are surrendered, you will get all knowledge, all answers, everything from Hare Krishna. That was his realization, so he always replied like this. And I heard from Gurudev, he emphasized that you should, when you are chanting Harinam, you should pronounce it. Not only mentally, at least something you should pronounce it. And also in Gokul Mahavan, that Dauji Mandir, Balaram Mandir, he was doing bhajan there. Then one day he fell unconscious. Then later on, when he came back to his external, then he told to some of his followers that he saw Krishna Balaram. They are now going to graze the cows in the forest. So he told them, Babaji Maharaj told them, you take me with you. And they took him. That is when he realized his own Swarup as a Sakha of Krishna. He was in Sakya Rasa. So he used to do bhajan in that mood. Then, after doing bhajan whole life and also some preaching, I heard from Srila Bharati Maharaj also. One time in train he was preaching to some persons because they were discussing some verses of Bhagavad Gita but wrongly understood. So Babaji Maharaj could not remain silent and he went to them and explained, no, this is the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita. And they were all astonished. Outwardly he seemed like very simple, but he had full education and all Shastric knowledge and also all realization. So, on Monday, 12th April 1982, at 9 a.m., Srila Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj entered into the Lord's cow-herding pastimes, casting us all into an ocean of bereavement. Many devotees still make the trip to Pavan Sarovar just to see Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj's Samadhi temple, which is being taken care of by some members of the Gauriya Math in the renounced order. We also pray for his blessings. May he grant us love for the holy name and affection for the association of Vaishnavas. Our Gurudev also used to send, when Babaji Maharaj disappeared, all that money which was collected by him, Babaji Maharaj, and given to our Gurudev used for the construction of his Samadhi. There, I also saw during Brajamandal Parikrama. So I am remembering that Samadhi Mandir, also photo of him in Bhajan Kutir of our Gurudev and bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy, for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. You will find more details in the book of Srila Madan Gosai Maharaj, also Bharati Gosai Maharaj. You will find. Then today also, that was yesterday, disappearance of Krishnadas Babaji. Our Gurudev also said that whoever gave him something, Babaji Maharaj would accept. but he would distribute them to others. He was very simple living and high thinking all the time. Today also is the appearance of another very dear disciple of Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Gosai Maharaj. Him we had the fortune to see directly. I saw him 2 times. In 1999 also I heard his Harikatha. In 2007 in Behala, Calcutta, that time he was doing pastime of being bedridden, but always in Lila Seva, Radha Krishna Lila Seva. Inside, always in his Swarup, serving Radha Krishna in Golok Vrindavan, always in that consciousness. His parents, they used to invite sadhus to their house. So some Gauriya Math preachers also used to come, like Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Bon Maharaj. Then they noticed that this young boy, his name was Radharaman, 11 years old that time, but he was very attentive to the sadhus, serving them, and was very peaceful and participating in kirtans, hearing Harikatha very attentively. So they noticed he's interested in spiritual life, so they suggested to his father to take him to the mat, and father said yes, he may go. Prabhupada accepted him. When he was 11 years old, already he came, and Prabhupada was very affectionate. Then he got Harinam initiation and was engaged in different services. Also, Prabhupada sent him with senior sannyasis to preach, like Bon Gosai Maharaj. Also, he gave him Diksha and sent him also to Bangladesh for Kirtan, on that ship. That ship was to sink, but because Radharaman was doing Kirtan loudly, then they were all rescued there. You will find the details we are hearing all the time. Then, when Prabhupada disappeared from this world, he was discouraged. Then he came back to his house, but doing bhajan. But Parangurudev, our Parangurudev, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Gosai Maharaj, he went there and he told him to come back to the mat. Should not be discouraged, you should adjust. And he brought him. Later on, Shanta Gosai Maharaj said that Madhav Gosai Maharaj, he rescued me. He took me back to the mat. Then he took sannyas. From Srila Bhakti Vichar Jajavar Gosai Maharaj, last sannyasi of Prabhupada. And he was preaching all over India. Also, he came one time to Western European countries. There are some photos. He can speak very nice English. In Puri, that time when I saw him, he was speaking in English. Harikatha, Guru Tattva. On the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And he was our Gurudev said he was very spirited person. He would always boldly speak the truth everywhere, not caring what other people will think or they will give donation or not. That tea garden shop, he said those who are virtuous, they will not take intoxicants, including tea. He was invited by tea garden owners to bless their newly that thing. He came there and he said, no, this is not good to drink tea. And also in Kumbh Mela, so many Mayavadi sannyasis, he challenged them. What you are saying, that is all wrong. It is not Shastric teaching. You are saying you are accepting Shastra, you are giving evidence from Shastra. It is all wrong. I challenge you. I am ready to debate with anyone here on Shastra, based on Shastra. If anyone defeats me, I will become his disciple. He directly told, I will become his disciple. And when he challenged like that, no one had even the courage to debate with him. Such power, because not ordinary person, coming with Prabhupada together, person associates of Radharani, they are coming. They have full realization of Bhagavan. No Mayavadi, their imaginary philosophy can stand in front of realized source. Impossible. So he played such pastime to directly challenge them. Also, you know that one man was saying, I am Brahma, I am Supreme. Then Shanta Gosai Maharaj came to beat him there on the stage. That man was running away in fear. Then he ran. Then Shanta Gosai Maharaj, you see, before he was telling that Brahma or Supreme is Nirakar, has no form, and Nirvikar has no transformation, Nirvishesh, no attributes. He was telling, and he said, I am Brahma. I'm asking if he's Brahma, why he's so afraid. Before, he was speaking on the stage. When I came after him, his heart got transformed. Why? Became so fearful. Why that transformation came? If he is Brahma, Brahma is not transformed. Why he is transformed? In this way, he let all people know that is bogus, what he's telling. So in this way, practical way he was preaching. Yes. I saw many of his disciples, like in Chaitanya Math, Kanu Priya Das Babaji Maharaj. He was previous president of that Math in charge, not of the mission like Acharya, but president. I saw him many times in previous years. This year I could not see him because he already disappeared. But I saw two of his other disciples, Srila Bhakti Vichar Bharati Gosai Maharaj. He is now Acharya of that Kumud Shanta Maharaj in Mayapur, Math, that I got his grace also, because Gopal and Maharaj wanted to introduce me to him, but I already knew him. But anyway, Bon Maharaj was very keen, so he nodded there on the stage, Bharati Maharaj. Also, I saw him in Gwalpara. He came speaking. And another, in their Keshiari Math, this is Medinipur, there, I forgot the name now, but Acharya of that Math, because he made three Acharyas after him. One is this Bharati Maharaj, one is Jati Maharaj Behala, Calcutta, another is this Maharaj who is in Keshiari, Gauriya Math. He came to Gwalpara and was speaking very loudly about Gurudev. I forgot now what is his name, because so many sannyasis there, but I remember him speaking, and he said how he was touched by Gurudev. And you will see all sannyasis of Shanta Gosai Maharaj, they all have this turban on their head, like Shanta Gosai Maharaj used to do. They're following that. And he wrote many songs most known to us is because we are singing in our mat, Gurudev Daya Moy. Gurudev Daya Moy. Gurudev Daya Moy. That song. Very nice. Perfect meaning. And prayer at the end. And our Parangurudev, he also consulted with him, who will be next Acharya of our mat. Immediately he said, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. Like Sridhar Maharaj, everyone, they said. So when Parangurudev disappeared, then our Gurudev became Acharya. And Parangurudev said there is only one Acharya for Chaitanya Gauriya Mat. If any other my disciple wants to take disciples, he may do, but he has to make his own mission. Then, sometime after disappearance of Parangurudev, then one his sannyasi disciple was preaching in Western countries, and he wanted to take some disciples. And at the same time stay in Chaitanya Gauriya Mat. Then our Gurudev said this is not possible in the mat because it is Gurudev's order like that. Then they said, but this is for foreign countries only I will take. And then Guru said, no, this is not possible. Then they said, many God brothers went against our Gurudev, supporting that another sannyasi, like majority. Then not supporting as like he should be Acharya and Gurudev not, but they wanted to make many Acharya system in our mat. Then they also said to Gurudev, you are now Acharya, you can change that rule which was given by Parangurudev, you can change. You say, how I can change? I have to follow that rule. It was given by our Gurudev just before his disappearance. It is not meant like for a few days it will go and now I will change. And they were pressing Gurudev so much that Gurudev played the pastime of telling, okay, you are all my God brothers. You are more qualified than me. So I will resign from this Acharya post and some of you may become Acharya. Only I want to stay in the mat and you give me some service. Then when this news came to Srila Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj, he became very angry. Immediately he came to our mat and he said to our Gurudev, no, your Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he discussed with me also about who will be Acharya. It is his desire that you should be Acharya. Also, I suggested. So, if you will not do this, then this whole mat will be ruined. It will be finished. And you will be responsible for this. So, you should not do this. You have to do this service. He told to our Gurudev and told to all other God brothers, you should hear him. This is your Gurudev's order. Last message, you see. I am making him Acharya, president. All others should follow him. Then everything was solved. Because he's senior to them all, Prabhupada's disciple, God brother of Parangurudev. Then everything was solved. So our Gurudev always praying for his grace. And also we always hear how Shanta Goswami Maharaj, he got one place in Behala. This is in Calcutta. Very sinful area. Prostitution, animal killing, alcohol, all sinful activities. But he got one place, so he wanted to make one mat there. But all they were opposing him and troubling him, and in the night sending ladies as if they're in danger and he should let them in the middle of night. Then after, if he will let her in, then they will say, oh yes, he's doing illicit sex connection in the night. He's not sadhu. In many ways they try to. So Shanta Maharaj also became discouraged, and he thought, this is too much trouble here. I will not make mat here. And he already brought Diti from Jaipur to be installed, but it was still in the box. He was still in the box, not installed. So he thought, I will give this Diti to Madhav Goswami Maharaj and I will not be here. When he decided like that, then that Krishna stood up from the box and he told, no, I want to stay here only and I want your service. Then Shanta Goswami Maharaj could not do but obey Krishna's order, and he installed there. And mat, then gradually all people got purified by his saintly association. They tried to pollute him, but opposite happened. He purified them, like Haridas Thakur, that prostitute, Maya Devi. He purified them. Then that area became very favorable for devotion. They became devotees. They are serving the mat. They became disciples. That area is now good. Why? Because of his spiritual purity. So today there are unlimited glories of him. We heard many pastimes of him. So today is his appearance day. I'm bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy, for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. Also today is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Bhusan Bhagavat Goswami Maharaj, Parang Gurudev's disciple, one of the earlier disciples, very simple-hearted. He came at a young age and doing all seva, simple-hearted. And he was Pujari also in that our first mat in Calcutta, in rented place, after they came out from Chaitanya Mat. He's very expert Pujari. I saw him also in Mayapur when he used to advise Pujari on there. He used to say, do like this, and or if he saw some mistake, he used to say to him. And also, by the grace of Parang Gurudev, he understood the importance of chanting Harinam, fixed number, chanting of Harinam with Japamala. He understood by the example and also by the instruction of Parang Gurudev, so he decided he will chant 1 lakh Harinam daily, without fail, he was doing. After taking sannyas, then he told to Parang Gurudev, I will preach in this way, and these people will be with me like this. After explaining everything, then Parang Gurudev asked him, you will not do Harinam, you will not chant Harinam. That time, Bhagavat Goswami Maharaj, he understood the importance of this practice. And also he saw Parang Gurudev chanting late in the night, and he told him, you take rest. And Parang Gurudev said, I did not finish my rounds yet. How I can take rest? So he understood, so he was chanting 1 lakh and doing all other services. He was in charge in Tezpur Gauriya Mat for a very long time, maybe 30 years, continuously, mostly staying there all the time, doing all the seva. And in between, he used to develop our Mayapur mat very much. The Shyamakunda was made by him. That gate in front of our mat, Acharjo Bhavan, that Prasad hall, and he wanted to make room for Gurudev, but Gurudev was staying in his own room, and he wanted to make one new Goshala. Now they will try to make, because it was his desire, cowshed. And also, when there was parikrama time, some people, because they could not get, some devotees, they could not get rooms, they used to sleep on corridors. And Bhagavat Goswami Maharaj was very compassionate when he saw, he said, you see, to our Narayan Maharaj, now who is in charge, he told him, you see, they're getting such troubles, their devotees, they came to Mayapur to do parikrama, so we should make more rooms here. And he said, 100 more rooms you have to make for devotees. Then Narayan Maharaj said, we have no money. And he was thinking how we will do. Then Bhagavat Goswami Maharaj said, you don't think about these things. You start your seva, then everything will automatically come. Then Narayan Maharaj said, really, I followed that. I surrendered, I followed, and I saw really it was happening. When I started my effort, then so many automatically people came and they offered donations like this. Then he said, then I understood from that day on, now whenever any seva comes, I'm never thinking anything or worrying anything, nothing. I got this teaching from Bhagavat Goswami Maharaj. If any seva is coming from pure devotee, he will give some order. Then I just do that, follow. Don't worry about anything. Everything they will provide. It is like this. So we have to learn this surrender, Sharanagati, to pure devotee. So he was a very sweet person. I saw him in Mayapur already before. Also later when he became Acharya, he was previous Acharya of our mat. Always chanting Harinam. In old time, in last these days, he was chanting not only 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. He was all the time chanting. Everyone who saw him now, when they spoke his glories, I was in Mayapur for his appearance day. All Vaishnavas who saw him, they remember this point, how he was always chanting, with great love he was chanting. I also saw, and he used to advise everyone to chant more Harinam. At least 1 lakh, he told to everyone. In Chaitanya Upanishad, he used to explain very nicely in Bhagavatam. Very sweet person, and everyone were encouraged by his example. I saw that on transcendental platform, and everyone was happily doing service during Kartik, but for last days he had to go to some place for giving initiation. Then when he left our Mayapur mat, then that enthusiasm went down. I saw that difference, because really he was doing bhajan, real bhajan. So I also got some little service for him. I had to hold mic when he was giving Jayadvani. Very lively he was doing. Not mechanically, but really from the heart he said Jai, and for our Gurudev. Sometimes carrying in wheelchair, we had to, and very nice Maharaj. Then he gave many sannyas initiations in our mat. Then soon after that he disappeared on today's day in front of Radhanayana Nath in Calcutta. Then they took him to Mayapur. There is his samadhi. I made photos and videos I sent on WhatsApp. very nicely they made his samadhi. Today was also big festival there. I saw on Facebook Live. I again saw all those Maharajas, which I was seeing now. So I felt some happiness to see them again. Today all they came. Those who are coming for all festivals, all those in Mayapur sannyasis, from different mats. So today Maharaj disappeared on this auspicious day also. I have very good memories of him. Very affectionate, very merciful. I asked him how I will do bhajan in Slovenia. Then he said, like here in Mayapur, same. You have to do kirtan, harikatha, everything, taking prasad, same. You don't worry about this birth here or there or high family law. This is no importance. What is important is one has to do bhajan. If he will not do bhajan, whatever he may be, he will go to hell. He quoted one song of Lochandas Thakur. There he says, and also one verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. In consideration of devotion, there is no consideration of high or low birth. If Brahmin will not worship, then he is useless. If some Chandala, dog eater, will worship, he is great. So he used to encourage me in this way. You don't worry, you are West born. He asked me, your country is Muslim country? I said no. Then he said, then there is no problem. You can do bhajan without any restriction. Kirtan, Harikatha, everything you can do. So why you are worrying? You chant Harinam a lot, he told. Khub Harinam karo. A lot of Harinam you should chant. Very nice Maharaj. And he had full faith in our Gurudev, full faith. I saw. And loudly he used to say the glories of our Gurudev. He's from his appearance, he's already Guru, not a sadhaka. He appeared from Goloka, from his direct birth or appearance in this world, he is Acharya, Guru. You should not think your Guru is some ordinary man. He is from appearance, he is already Guru. That Kanaka Kamini Pratishta Anarthas, they can never touch him. He said. So today, his glories, many pastimes I heard now in Mayapur from different Vaishnavas. Everyone they said, even if they met him only 1 or 2 times, in Mayapur they all were singing his glories very nicely. I heard many pastimes what they told, how Maharaj encouraged them and inspired. And they all said, what is common, what they all said, they saw how he was always chanting and with great bliss chanting Harinam. That also I saw in Mayapur. Sitting, that before, even when he was not yet on wheelchair, in 2011, I saw he used to sit on the stage in front of deities, their Harikatha stage, in one asana, and he would chant Harinam, sing the deities, and with great happiness. And since morning up to noon, all the time chanting Hare Krishna, with great enthusiasm. I saw him. And little loudly, Hare Krishna, you could hear him. So today I am remembering his Samadhi Mandir. Also Bhajan Kutir is there in Mayapur. Up, we visited. On his appearance day, we visited his Bhajan Kutir, where he used to worship Tulsi also every day, elaborately. Tulsi. There is one pranam mantra also of him. It is written there in Bangla. I don't remember now, but I read there. So today I am bowing down to Maharaj. And praying for his causeless mercy. He was also happy to see that I can understand some Bangla. They told him. So he spoke with me in Bangla and he said, Ek kaj ache. There is one work. Then I asked, Ki kaj? What work? Then he said, there in front of Acharya Bhavan, there are some plants. They are suki. They are becoming dry. So, apni jal, then you give water to them. Then I said, when, Kobe? Then he said, Afna richa, whenever you desire. Whenever you desire. But then immediately I started. I took one bucket and that mug and I watered there. That was his seva given to me. One of these sevas. So I'm praying for his causeless mercy, for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. By the grace of Vaishnavas, we can get devotion. Bhaktis tu Bhagavat Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. Satsanga Prapete Pumbih Sukriter Purva Sanchite. We can get association of devotees by previous Sukriti accumulated. They can only rescue us from Maya. Tomorrow is another Titi, Abhiram Thakur, I think appearance or maybe disappearance, but Abhiram Thakur, his personal associate of Mahaprabhu, so we'll hear about his glories tomorrow.